do, 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 do. Boo. Welcome in for those of you who are going to be watching later to the special edition of the second. What in the hell? The season 2 playoffs, not the second season. That just doesn't sound right. Oh, we'll wait till more people watch and catch the live stream. So for you guys that always play it back, apologize for all these kind of long, awkward, silenced moments. Great Thursday night football game. Cowboys defeated the Saints. Zeke got me 25.6 fantasy points. Drew Brees, who was my opponent's quarterback, only got 6.5 points, so that's pretty solid. Started off 0-5 in fantasy. We'll talk more about that when people get in the live stream, but yeah. 0-5, and I've won 7 in a row. And if I win this week, it'll be 8 in a row. And I could potentially be in place for a bye if I actually win tonight. Well, hello. Still only one person. Interesting. I guess it's 10:30 at night on a Thursday, but oh well. We'll give it till 4 minutes, then we'll get her rolling. So then I can go play 2K. Two, one, and we'll get started here. So here we go with our special playoff edition of the podcast. We're going to go ahead and break down all the playoff matchups here. It doesn't even show you a preview anymore? Well, that's kind of lame. I was hoping it still had that. Okay. First game, and they're currently playing right now. We have the Bengals and Browns divisional matchup. Cowboys, Niners, Texans, Pats, Giants, Vikings for the 4 wildcard games. That really sucks that there isn't one of those, like, who has more passing yards, rushing yards comparison deals. That's kind of dumb. I always thought there was one. Alright, let's look at the first one. Division rivals Bengals and Browns. 11-5, 10-6. Ravens on a 5-game win streak. Good for them. Points scored and points allowed almost identical. Browns are 4-4 at home. Bengals 5-3 at home. Browns though 7-1 on the road, while the Bengals are 5-3 on the road. So not much of a home field advantage here. We'll go ahead then and kind of dive into some statistics. Why did I go that way? So we'll look at the Bengals first. Quarterback Jarrett Stidham, been okay. I mean, 100 passer rating, which that's mainly because the completion percentage is high. But I don't get how 21 touchdowns, 16 picks has that good of a passer. I just don't get some of these passer ratings. But yeah, oh well. Phillip Rivers is backup quarterback. So, Stidham, rookie quarterback out of Auburn, has an 85 speed. So he's a nice mobile quarterback, can run, dual threat guy. Mixon on the ground with 17 touchdowns. Bernard, not a ton, so he'll always try and punch it in with Mixon to, get some TD cheese. Bernard's kind of his give Mixon a break at midfield, then put Mixon back in and score. Stidham a threat to run it as well. As I said, dual threat quarterback, 3 rushing touchdowns. Receiving throws a lot to John Ross, AJ Green. Those are his 2 big play guys. Eifert, solid tight end for him down the middle. Mixing a good check down back with Bernard and Tyler Boyd. In terms of his big impact players, I believe Atkins is hurt, but he still has 3 solid DNs rotating. Carl Lawson, 15.5 sacks. Willis, 12.5. Dunlap, nearly 10. In terms of interceptions, got to watch out for William Jackson. Both his safeties have over 5. Marcel Spears, probably his user backer. Just has a good overall, defense in the kicking game. Solid. Won't miss an extra point. Upper 80% of field goals. Pretty reliable. Punting net average of 42 yards. Solid. And I don't care about any of this. Now when you look at the Browns, Baker Mayfield, 29 touchdowns, 4,100 yards, 18 picks. He's really played almost the entire year. Solid. On the ground, Duke Johnson, okay. Samaje Perine, he gives him the rock, but man, he doesn't get anywhere with the ball. Wow. And then it's the Jarvis Landry show, and he's got a couple of solid role players. Spreads the ball around pretty solidly. In terms of his impact defenders, Myles Garrett, obviously. Oh, well, he didn't even have 10 sacks. Oof. Emmanuel Agba. And Larry, I don't even know how the hell to pronounce his name, but he had more sacks. In terms of picks, not a ton of guys, so. Zane Gonzalez, though, only missing 2 kicks in the entire season, so a huge advantage in the kicking game. Punts are about even. In the battle, why did I leave? In the battle of AFC North foes, the Bengals against the Browns, I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to win it 34-24. 34-24 Bengals. The next matchup will be me and Emmett. Go ahead and look at Emmett first. Dak Prescott, 18 touchdowns, 24 picks, 208 yards per game, nearly a 70 completion percentage. Powers the ball with a lot of different guys. Or I guess 2 guys. No one a huge playmaker for him. Now, DJ Chark had as many receiving yards as Cooks and Hunter Henry damn near. And he gave up a lot for Hunter Henry and Brandon Cooks. So, And then in terms of defense, DeMarcus Lawrence with 13.5 sacks, David Irving with 13, and then his middle linebacker with 8. And then very good defense. Solid, really good in the kicking game. Then you go and look at the 49ers. Jimmy G missed some time, had a 6-pick game to end the season, otherwise been a fairly good quarterback. So ignore his game against the Rams in Week 17. McKinnon, a really good running back, but not much other production behind him. Hill and Breida, okay. Spot time. Kittle and Gordon's a two-man show with McKinnon out of the backfield. You got Pettis, Garcon as well to worry about, all getting over 500 yards. Big players on the defensive side of the ball. You got Buckner with 14 sacks. Then you got a bunch of solid guys with 7 or 8 here. Jaquiski Tart with 8 picks. Witherspoon, Sherm with 6. Foster, Evans, Colbert, and King with 3 or more. Foster is hurt for the game. And then Gold really good in the kicking game as well. So in the battle of the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, I'm playing it, but Emmett will probably win that one. Beat me by 3 in the regular season, and Dak threw 1 incompletion, and it was a contact drop. But Dallas will probably win that one 28-17. Throwing that there. The Patriots and Texans. Tyrod Taylor, 15 touchdowns, 25 picks. Oof. Ouch. Sony Michel with 1,000 yards. Not much production behind him. Not a ton of production at wide receiver. Man, it kills me to see Gronk that bad. Really good rookie linebacker in Cam Smith. 2 guys with over 11 sacks. Rotates his DNs a lot. A lot of guys with picks. And okay in the kicking game. 88%. I mean, granted, only missed 3 field goals, so. Now going to look at the Texans. Now, on paper, when you look at stats, I'm sure the Texans probably, like, if you were to break it down analytically, would probably blow them out of the water. Watson throwing a lot of picks, though. Foreman solid on the ground with Lamar Miller being a solid number 2. Will Fuller, dominant and dynamic. Hopkins still really good. Great 1-2 punch. And then 2 other solid guys. You got a solid tight end, Ryan Griffin, in terms of stat production. And then Anthony Johnson, rookie from Buffalo. And then in terms of defense, Jadeveon Clowney with 18 sacks. And you have Whitney Merciless with 12. I'll go look at his ratings. I'm sure he's like a 91, 92. Yeah, he's a 90. He's a superstar dev. Really good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had a +8 upgrade in short route. Yeah. That'll be fun to pay for him and keep him. And then in terms of picks, Zach Cunningham with 8. You know, overall good defensive team, kicking game. Missed a few field goals, so it could be shaky if it potentially comes down to a field goal. In that game, I'm going to go with Texans 38, Patriots 20. That's what I'm going to take. I was thinking about that for a minute. And then the final game, the Vikings and the Giants. So we'll start with the Vikings. 10 touchdowns, 16 picks. Kyle Lauletta, 7-20. Oof. Delvin Cook. Yeah, the Pro Bowl stuff just is always really weird. Pro Bowl's dumb. Cook had a really good year. Wow. Thielen didn't have a good year for him. Ouch. In terms of defense, Griffin with 12 sacks. Was Danielle Hunter hurt? Yeah, I only played in 7 games. Yeah, I guess 5 sacks, 7 games, solid. Anthony Barr with 11. 8 sacks, 11 picks. Damn, that's all pro worthy. Okay, kicker and Daniel Carlson. And then we go to... Why isn't L2 working? There we go. The G-Men. And then we'll break down the bye winners too. Big Ben, 23 touchdowns, 19 picks, 4,300 yards, nearly 107.5 passer rating with a 70 completion percentage. All of them checkdowns working solid. Saquon Barkley, 18 touchdowns. Why did I click on him? Oh, and he's hurt. Damn. Well, that could change things. Who else is? We'll have to check the injuries on the teams. I already made predictions. Is OBJ hurt too? Yeah, quad tear? Is Ingram hurt? Barkley's hurt. Damn. Who else? We'll have to check who's hurt in this team. We'll check his injuries before I make my prediction. 2 solid ends in terms of production. McCourty, really good year. Matt Bryan only missing 1. I'm going to take the Giants no matter what, I think. But we'll check at injuries quick. Yeah, these are huge injuries for me as well. Ooh. Man, that's rough. Wow. I'll still take the Giants, though. But, man, that's rough. Man. All right, well, let's go ahead and preview the bye teams in terms of stats. We'll go AFC first. Who had the byes? Chargers and Titans. Cam Newton having a great year, MVP worthy. Really, no one carried the ball besides these two and Cam, so Melvin Gordon having a really good year as well. Spreading the ball around really nice. That makes it tough to defend a team. You know, it helps when you don't have that stud receiver that you're not feeling inclined to throw it to him. You can really spread it around without feeling guilty by not, letting your elite receiver ball out. Bosa, 26.5 sacks. Whoever the hell this dude is. Ushina Nwasu. Just a speed cheese D-end. Jesus, this guy's not too bad either. 5'11", 220. Sturgis solid. I'll go to the Titans. Mariota having a really good year as well. 30 touchdowns, 14 picks. Great 1-2 punch with Henry and Justin Jackson. With Deion Lewis being a... If Deion Lewis is your third option, that's huge. Huh. J.J. Nelson, clearly the number 1 target on his team. Jan Brown, his user, I'm sure. Cliff Averill still is really good. Give me like 30 seconds here. had to take a little old leak. So, where were we? Harold Landry, he's developed pretty nice, I'm sure. Star Dev. Picks. Kevin Byard's hurt, that's right. Really good in the kicking game. Matt Ryan having a really good year. Freeman having an excellent year. Coleman still having a solid year as well. Yeah, Ridley missed a few games. Is he still hurt or is he back? Oh, he's back. What's Ridley? A 91 overall? Jesus Christ. He paid Kelvin Benjamin all that money for 16 catches. Wow. What an overpaid contract. For 16 catches. Damn. Deion Jones still great. Attacking Melvin with a ton of sacks. And Fernie Jennings. And a solid kicking game. And then the final team, the team that finished with the best record in the league this year. Wow, he threw 33 picks with Alex Smith. How did he not lose more games? Jesus. Geis with 30 rushing touchdowns. That helps. Preston Smith with nearly 20 sacks. Kerrigan with 11.5. Allen with 9. And this is why he won all those games. 2 guys with 16 picks, a guy with 8, and a guy with 7. That's, what, 32... It's like, what, 43 right there? Is my math right? Yeah, oh well. 38, I think, actually. Whew, a lot of picks. Oh, it's more than 30. What the fuck am I thinking? We got 32... We got 47. That's what it was. Math was hard. 47 picks between his top 3 guys. That's insane. And then hasn't missed a kick. So all in all, I think we're going to be in for a really fun playoff. And I think we're going to go for a Titans-Falcons Super Bowl. That's what I think. We're going to have Titans and Falcons. And then I'll make that prediction later when it happens. But I'm going to go ahead and go play some My GM in 2K. Have a good one. For the one person watching now and whoever watches it back.